Hey y'all, it's Betsy from Cuttin Corners Vinyl in Nederland, Texas, and today is our first video that is not Craftsmas in a while. And I'm going to go over how we made this shirt. This is part of our Crafting for Disney series. It says Kiss Me at Midnight. It is a beautiful, beautiful glitter design that is done in gold hollow shine and Galaxy Black. Both of these are by Specialty Materials. They are my favorite brand of vinyl to use, but we also have done videos with Caesar and other things like that, and we are going to play with some different brands and things like that in the coming year to kind of see how they perform. But I love how this came out. Nadia designed this, and if you are a $4 or more a month patron, you get access to all of the Crafting for Disney files. And I used a Cardinal Heather shirt by Bella and Canvas. Now, if you'll give me a moment to change the camera angle, we'll show you how we made this.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is download our design, which you will get at our Patreon page, which is www.patreon.com/BetsyGocher. You'll click on the post tier up at the top, and if you're a $4 or more a month patron, you get access to all of the Disney designs. Now, remember that Disney designs are for personal use only. We're going to select the Disney New Year Kiss Me at Midnight SVG, that red link, and we're going to click Save. Now we're going to go down here to Cricut Design Space. Click on Upload, go to Upload Image, Browse, scroll all the way down, which this is our Downloads folder. Select the Disney New Year's Kiss Me at Midnight SVG, select Open. We're going to select Save. Now we're going to go ahead and select that design by clicking it, and you'll notice that it is selected when you have the green box around it. Select Insert Image. There we go. Now I want to change the size of this design. I want to make it 10.5 inches wide, which makes it 9.1 inches tall. 10.5 inches is pretty standard for your adult size t-shirts. Now what I want to do is I want to select, by holding down the shift key, I'm going to select all the gold pieces. There we go. And I'm going to click Weld. So now all of the gold layer is one piece. And the reason why I do that is so it cuts where it's supposed to instead of trying to rearrange whenever you're using your Cricut. Now I'm going to select all of the black layer, and we're going to click Weld as well. So now instead of having a bunch of pieces, we have two. Now we're going to select Make It. And because we are cutting this in HTV, we want to mirror it. There we go. Now we're going to go ahead and click Continue. And we are using glitter iron-on for both colors. We're using the Galaxy Black and the Gold Hollow Shine. So we're going to choose glitter iron-on. Now, if you'll give me a moment to change the camera angle, I will show you how we're going to put this shirt together.
As you can see, I have all of my supplies laid out. I have my t-shirt and my Teflon sheet in my chair. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and turn on our Cricut Easy Press, and we're going to adjust the temperature to 330 degrees. Then we're going to go to timer and change that down to 15 seconds. And we're going to let that warm up. Now, I did say once we started over after Craftsmas was done, we were going to be doing full tutorials from computer to production again. So we're going to go ahead and weed this. Now, I know some people don't enjoy seeing the weeding process. I actually do. I think it is very relaxing. Now, for this Disney New Year's design, we are using the Gold Hollow Shine and the Galaxy Black by Specialty Materials. They are available on our website, just like the shirt, the pick that I'm going to use to weed the material. And I know people will be like, well, you're wasting a lot of material. Well, for myself personally, I like to keep things in place. It goes faster when you are applying your vinyl. And time is money for me, so I like to save time. So we're gonna weed the gold, which is the bulk of the design. And this is a New Year's Eve design for Disney. And you don't have to be at Disney to wear Disney stuff, or at least I don't think you do. Disney's one of my favorite things. And we are planning our next trip to Disney. We are talking about doing a small trip to Disneyland this summer so Caden can see Galaxy's Edge, and then planning another trip for 2021, a much bigger trip to Disney World, because there will be a lot of new things opening, and that is the 50th anniversary for the Magic Kingdom, because it opened October the 1st of 1971. So we're gonna go ahead and weed this. As you can see, the Easy Press takes no time at all to heat up. Now, I have a lot of people asking why I'm using the Easy Press more so than my big press. Well, if you followed me for a while, you will know I moved my studio home. I left the big press at the shop for the girls to use whenever they're making custom items, because they need it more than I do. And we want to show you that you can use less expensive equipment. Now I need to look at my design, because my dot, I lost my dot for my midnight. That's okay. It's not that big of a deal. It's not one of those things you're gonna sit there and stare at and be like, oh, you're missing the dots to your eye. But you can be more careful when weeding. I like to make things fast. So there is our gold layer. And as you can see, the Hollow Shine has multiple colors of glitter in it, so it really catches the light. So does the Galaxy Black. This one will weed very, very quickly because it's just some swirlies. And Nadia designed this. Nadia's learning how to do all of the design work because it's something that's interesting to her and something she is considering going to school for. So we are teaching her to do this, and then that way, if she decides that she wants to do this as a career, she has a good base in, she sees what she can do with the skills. So as you can see, that looks something like that. Now what we're gonna do is take our shirt, which is a Cardinal Red Heather by Bella and Canvas. It's a V-neck. We're going to lay it out on our board, which this is a Steady Betty. It comes from steadybetty.com. They're a small business. They started these for quilting, but I found that they work beautiful for pressing shirts. They're made for pressing quilts. And I know Cricut has one that's similar, but I like to support small brands because, you know, I'm a small brand. So we've got it where our collar's off and our sleeves are off. Now we're going to take our t-shirt guide, which again is available on our website. We're going to grab the gold layer and fold it in half. Mickey's pretty easy about that because he's pretty symmetrical. And because it is a V-neck shirt, we do want to pull this closer to the collar because the V-neck will hit lower down and we don't want our design to be on the belly. So it looks like that. I dropped my black piece. So now we're going to take our Teflon sheet and we're going to cover it. And we're going to do this in 2 sections. It works best like that because my Easy Press is the first generation and it is a 9x9. So if you have a bigger one, you don't have to do it in multiple sections, but I have the smaller one. So, but you can get into this without being expensive. You don't have to have a $5,000 heat press like I have. You can have the $200 Easy Press and be fine. And I mean, I use my Cricut mini press all the time. So again, we're going in 3 sections just to make sure we catch it all. Heating it for the full 15 seconds. Now, whenever you're doing multiple colors, you don't have to heat it for the full 15 seconds, but because none of the colors overlap and really fit into each other, you can go and do the full 15 seconds. So now we're gonna remove the clear plastic layer. So as you can see, it looks like this. Now we're going to lay in our filigree. Let me remove that piece of red. There we go. And sometimes whenever you pull that clear plastic layer off, things will stretch. So just make sure nothing's overlapping. Looks good. So now we're going to cover again, and we're going to heat it in 3 sections. Just like we did for the gold layer. Okay. There we go. And I think whenever we create projects too, we're going to go over, you know, what I would price it to sell. Now, you can't sell anything Disney, so I wouldn't price this. These are things I make for friends and family and things that I wear myself, as I said. And if you followed me for a long time, you will know we are a Disney obsessed family. And every Friday is a crafting for Disney video. Whether you're planning a trip, or you have a birthday, or the movie's coming out. We are that weird family that takes and matches for everything. So now I'm going to take and remove the clear plastic layer. Now, if you look at this, this does look extremely dark. Now, what happens whenever the shirt cools, it does return to its normal color. So if you look at where we heated, how it looks several shades darker, that's just one of the things red material does. It does not hurt anything. It will go back to normal. So don't let that scare you. Now we're going to go ahead and reheat everything for one final pressing for 15 seconds. That's just to make sure everything is nice and adhered. Now, if you do have any issues, like when you go to wash and dry a shirt and your vinyl wants to lift, you can always reheat. Now with glitter, you cannot see the texture of the shirt underneath, but if you are using like a Deco Film Soft Metallic, or if you're using like a regular Thermoflex or any vinyl, you will know it's adhered well whenever you can see the texture of the shirt through it. And these are just tips and tricks, and we're going to concentrate on a lot more in-depth tutorials and going over the things that sell well personally, like in my store, because a lot of people are watching this for business purposes. So it looks something like that. Look how cute that looks. And without the plastic on, you can definitely see all that glitter and all those rainbow sparkles, how much it catches the light. Now, if you'll give me a minute to change the camera angle, we will go over everything we just did. So hopefully you like this video. If you do, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Now that Craftsmas is over, we post new videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We will be throwing in some bonus lives on Tuesday and maybe some other bonus videos as well. But when we do full tutorials, it takes a lot longer to film, so it will go back down to the Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule. Don't forget to check us out on all of our social media, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram. I have a second channel, which is just Betsy Gocher. I do all of the makeup stuff, talk about Disney, all my weight loss, all that fun kind of stuff. If you want to get to know me better, that's where to do it. But I guess that's it. So we will see y'all on Monday. Bye.